Welcome back, treasures, and thank you for joining me to all the new faces today. I'm going to use these gemstone chips that I got from the PandaHallSelected haul video I showed you, and I'm going to craft some spell candles for Yule. Now let's just take a look at what these chips look like. I'm going to show the garnet first here, and I'm just going to dump everything out of the bottle so I can see what the amount and the range of sizing looks like. So I'm going to take the biggest chip and the smallest chip and show you what those sizes kind of compare. So it's a range between those. And I'm going to use white jade and synthetic goldstone as well. I'm going to put a little bit of clove, and I'll end up putting some cinnamon in. And I handcrafted these little holly pieces from polymer clay. Holly is just very, representing the season and is good for protection. I have these little green tea-light candles that are in a pine and cedar scent, and I thought that will be perfect for the season. And I love spell candles as a little tea light because for a spell candle, you're usually waiting for it to completely burn out, and the tea lights don't last too completely long. So I'm just using a hairdryer, and I'm showing you this in actual time so you can see how fast this really does go. And I'm just using that hairdryer on full heat to melt the top kind of layer of wax so that the items, the ingredients for this spell candle stick in that wax. Any kind of movement as you're moving this spell candle around, you're not going to lose those ingredients off of the top. So the hairdryer works really well to kind of evenly melt that top layer. So again, I'm adding clove and the little holly pieces, and then I'll just put in a gemstone or two out of each of my gemstones here. So the garnet helps balance energy and bring fire and passion, but I'm using it for this because it also helps you find your gifts and abilities and helps in sharing those with others. So that feels very appropriate for the season. I also like the white jade, one being white and, traditionally winter, the winter solstice brings snow, but it also brings calm and peace. And then, of course, the goldstone. Gold is bringing in some light because Yule is our longest night. And so we want to remember that the light will come. Okay, I sprinkled a little bit of cinnamon and some glitter on the top just to kind of make it have that snowy effect. And now I'm going to kind of package these or store them in these little wheat cotton sacks, also from the PandaHallSelected haul. So I'm just going to put 2 candles in each bag. I could probably fit a couple more if I wasn't going to pull the drawstring, but I want to put a little embellishment on the bag as well, and so I need a little bit of room for that. I'm going to use this ribbon that's in a red, green, and white kind of candy cane stripe. And I just think it really, matches a little festive for the season. So I'm going to cut a piece that will go around the top of the bag while it is cinched tight. But I did forget that I want to put just a little piece of scrap paper in here. So this is just copy paper that was off the end of something. So I'm just going to tuck that right in before I pull it shut. And I'll show you a little bit later why I'm putting that little piece of paper in there. But then after I get that done, I'm going to wrap the ribbon around. And so I'm going to make sure that the ribbon stays secure by using another item that I got from the PandaHallSelected haul, which is this pentagram wax seal stamp. So it didn't come with a handle, but that's fine. I'm going to just screw this handle onto it, and it fits perfectly. And I'm going to bring my little wax over here so that it's just closer. Now I have these little pellets. I'm choosing red. Obviously, plenty of other colors can represent the season as well. It just kind of depends on what you're trying to bring in. So here we are. I'm going to add a little love and passion to this bag with the red wax. Now I'm trying to make sure that I can position the ribbon in a way that it's going to stay flat, but where I'm not touching the parts that are overlapping each other. And these little wax pellets, they don't take very long to melt. So as soon as that actually gets melted, and it takes about 2 pellets, then I'm going to pour it right over where the ribbons meet. And then I'm going to take the stamp and check to see where my points are lining up, because I do care which way it's going. And then I'm just going to press it firmly straight down, applying pressure straight down until the wax is set up, and then bring the stamp straight back up. Now I like these little metallic pens where you can draw over the raised part of the stamp, and it just really makes that pop. So isn't that cute to kind of store these until Yule gets here? Now the reasoning that I am putting the little paper into the bag first is because the first one that I did bled through on the back, as you can see here. But then the one that we just made did not bleed through. However, I don't really love how I've put the ribbon around the one that I just showed you. I preferred the method I used on the first one, so I'm going to show you that now as well. First, I'm going to pull the bag shut, then I'm going to run the ribbon through the loops of the tie for that bag, so that it's running actually through both sides and it's kind of over the opening. Then I added the wax seal just like the other. Now on the final candles, I did put a little bit of false spruce just to bring some evergreen in. I'm going to have links below for all of the items and a link to my Etsy shop with these cute little Yule spell candles. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a magical day, and until next time, keep crafting.